When we talk about collection, they are clean and documentary collection. Here, we merely refer to the documentary collection. In this section, we should know the documents required in documentary collection. Understand the definition of documentary collection. Know the parties in documentary collection. Clear with the workflow of documentary collection and realize the differences between DP and DA. So, think aloud. What are the documents needed? They are shipping documents, commercial documents, financial documents, government-controlled documents, and insurance documents. In clean collection, there is only draft attached, while in documentary collection, apart from draft, shipping documents and the other relevant documents also required. A documentary collection, EC, is a transaction whereby the exporter principal entrusts the collection of a payment to the remitting bank, exporter's bank, which sends documents to a collecting bank, importer's bank, along with instructions for payment. Funds are received from the importer, drawee, and remitted to the exporter through the banks involved in the collection in exchange for those documents. There are 4 parties involved, who are principal, exporter, remitting bank, exporter's bank, collecting bank, importer's bank, and drawee, importer. Then, what is the workflow of a documentary collection? Step 1. The exporter ships the goods and obtains the documents of title from the shipping line. Step 2. The exporter delivers the documents to the remitting bank. Step 3. The remitting bank sends the documents and instructions to the collecting bank. Step 4. The collecting bank releases the documents on the basis of DP or DA. Step 5. If get paid, the collecting bank sends the funds to the remitting bank for credit to the principal's account. Then when it comes to step 4, the collecting bank releases the documents. Here comes a puzzle about DP and DA. That is, how the collecting bank surrenders the documents to the importer. Documentary collections involve using a draft that requires the importer to pay the face amount, either eyesight, DP, documents against payment, or on a specified day, DA, documents against acceptance. So what are DP and DA then? Compared with LC, the draft gives instructions that specify the documents required for the transfer of title to the goods. Although banks do act as facilitators for their clients, DC offer no verification process and limited resources in the event of non-payment. Drafts are generally less expensive than LC. In DP, the exporter ships the goods to his buyer and sends his side draft with the necessary export documents through his bank. The exporter bank then sends the documents to the corresponding bank in buyer's country. The bank of importer asks the importer to pay the draft at sight and release the documents. If the buyer pays the amount, then bank handovers the documents to buyer. And if the buyer does not make the payment, then the bank will not hand over the payments to buyer, and exporter will suffer the loss. Please know that in DP, the bank of importer asks the importer to pay the draft outside and release the documents. DA is the most unsecure method of payment in export trade. Because in this method of payment, exporter sends the documents to his buyer through his bank. The buyer's bank handovers the documents to the buyer only upon acceptance, which implies that he agrees to pay the amount of draft, bill of exchange, after expiry of the period of credit or usance period. The maximum usance period is for 180 days. The disadvantage of documents against acceptance terms is that it allows buyer to take delivery of the goods before making the payment. If the collection is used, here are some points for your attention. It is a commercial credit, and the banks involved do not bear any risks if the payment is not made by the buyer. So, make sure the buyer is reliable. Do not use if the importing country has strict control over foreign exchanges. Make sure that shipping documents should be to order. The deal should be done under CIF term, and stick to the contract and export regulations.